Hello there, reason people, PoohBear here, and welcome to my channel. And today we're going to be getting creative with Kompulsion. We should better zoom in here, can we? Yes, we can. I just thought I'd sit down and do some stuff, and I thought, hey, why don't I film what I'm up to? So Kompulsion is one of my favourite arpeggiators. I tend to use it in a spread mode because then you really do have sort of control of what's going on with the notes and all the rest of it. So I'm going to get my start note. So we're going to be starting around about there. Yeah, I think that's what we want. So let's build ourselves a basic pattern, and in fact, let's set ourselves a length, which is going to be 2 lots. Pull down the York key, set lengths at the same time. In fact, I've done a 4/5 pattern. Probably going to regret that later on. So let's just put ourselves a very simple nothing special there. I'm going to just put some patterns up here. Again, we're going to do nothing special. What I'm going for is like a chordy type sort of a pattern. But this is where we're going to have a bit of fun, is with these two, with the spread. Now these two at the moment will be playing the same. They're all playing the same notes. I'm going to hit S9. Let's go into octave. And I'm going to turn this row all an octave down. I could just change them two if I wanted to. So here I could just go like, I'm going to do these 2 octaves. I could just do that. But just in case, and I know what I'm like, I'm going to probably end up changing my mind of what I've got gated at the top. So I know that this row is now 2 octaves down. That's an octave down. And that's normal. So yeah, that's sounding all right. And in fact, I'm going to do these 2 top notes. Let's get these coloured in. Oops, well, it's a creative session. We'll have to work with it. To be honest, most of the time I won't be hitting these top notes. I thought I'd do something a bit higher up with them. Do something a little bit higher up with them. Right, I think the next thing what we're going to do is actually change our instrument into something a lot more exciting. And I thought today, I'll have a quick look at Vital. Yep, that's the VST everyone's sort of raving about. Let's have a look and see what size that's going to come up with. It's come up on my other screen, so I'm just going to ask you to bear with me 1 second. And I just made a classic mistake there. I was clicking on that reason screen, and obviously the VST really is in front of me on a different screen, which I happen to be looking at. It all gets very peculiar when you start using OBS in multiple screens. As this is so big, I won't have to use my Zoom program. Try and get out of the way, and that sounds immensely loud as well. So let me just put keep open. Let's try that again. And it hasn't helped that I usually run in 4K, but I thought I'd just try going into normal, and I won't try and stop me from zooming in and out a bit too much, so don't confuse people. Okay, so Vital, brilliant thing. I'm going to be whizzing through this because this is not a tutorial really. This is sort of about getting creative. Love to use a little bit of unison, obviously on the sort, give it a bit of fatness. Already it's starting to sound better. The envelope, I'm just going to make the envelope just a little bit snappier, not too much. But then I'm going to have a second envelope which I'm going to make really, really snappy. And I am going to push the release up on this, but this is I'm going to use this for the filter. Now, the great thing about how this thing works, sometimes I wish I could turn some of the graphics off. I'm just going to click and drag this, and I'm going to actually drag that envelope down and attach it to that filter. And then we're going to adjust the amount. This is just literally like the filter amount knob you get on a normal synthesizer. It's nothing special. Give it a little bit of resonance, I think. Let's give that a bit of some effects. I'm going to go for a delay effect. I'm going to have that in stereo. I'm going to bring the speed of the delay down. Yeah, that'll do there. And because of the I'm going to be playing this, I am going to be playing this because I've obviously got an arpeggiator, so everything's going to be so timed up. There's no point in having it on the beat. So let's get these off the beat. Love a little bit of a phaser, but I think that's a little bit too much. And let's go for some reverb, shall we? That'll do for the moment. We can adjust that all later if we wish. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to perk this up a bit. So I'm going to have another oscillator. Let's shove that up by an octave. And let's go classic blend, classic fade. I don't know. Let's try one of these and see what we've got. Oh, nice. Again, I'm just going to grab this envelope, drop it over here. So we're now going to be playing with the wavetable itself. And let's put that through filter 1 as well now. Not bad. I'm going to put a bit of movement on this. Obviously, we've got movement from this filter on there, but I'm going to put some other movement on there. Let's grab this LFO. We're going to put it on, and I'm going to take the filter lower. So I'm only going to apply it a bit. It's not like loads. And yep, triangle will do. Speed, no. Let's have this sing, and let's slow this right down. Over this side. I'm going to pull these up. Oh, that's getting closer to what I want. Excellent. So the sound. Sorry, my big hand's in the way because I've got my keyboard the other side, and my dogs are just starting to play up because I think they want to go out. Okay, sounding okay. What I'm actually going to do now, rather than me having to play that, I'm actually going to get myself another compulsion. Be lazy, control, make a copy of that, and then I'm just going to reset that. Yeah, let's reset that. And so I'm just thinking a bit aloud what I'm going to do with this. Yes, I'm going to run this in sequence mode. I'm going to have to set the lengths of everything. So if I hold my Alt key down, we go straight to the top. So let's just whiz this along. I'm not going to use all of it at all. And I'm going to slow the rate down to half because of the way this is. So I'm going to halve it. And we're going to cheat because I don't want to come along and basically put loads and loads of stuff in. So we can cheat here. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to put that there. And let's see, what have we got? Do. Yeah, that looks good. Do. I'm not going to use that key, so I'm going to take that away. Sorry, I'm cheating. Am I cheating? Well, no, I'm not cheating. I'm getting rid of loads and loads, and I'm going to leave myself basically with nothing, and I'm going to be doing something around this, I think. Hey, so there we go. So we've got that. And where am I? I think I need to pull, oh yeah, I'm going to pull this C3 right down. So now if I hit play, oh, I know what I need to do. I need to get my divisions up. Now this is, I want this to go round twice. I've got it half the speed. So if I put that there, it's just a marker. So when I go to divide, I've got my marker. So I need to divide these all by that amount, I believe. So when it gets here, it should change. Yeah, that's sounding good. And I'm going to have that key and that key. Let's set them. Sounding good to me. And just very, very quickly, pushing the length obviously to full, I'm causing the notes to slide into each other. And because I've got myself the tightest of possible gates, the notes should just go from one end to the other. So they're going to be continuous. So the notes actually should just be continuous. Obviously, these aren't going to be continuous, but they are going to be continuous for the divider. So whatever the divider is set for, they should be continuous for that. So they should all sound. Now, I've got 1, 2, 3, which is to do with 1, 2, 3, and obviously the bass, that's doubling up. So we've got these top keys. So let's just do something and just fill that in with something. So I'm just going to play along and see what I can. Yeah, sorry, it's very hard to hear because I'm trying to fill in and it's. So I can hear what I want to do, which is be that one there. And guess what? It's such a simple pattern there. So let me think. I am doing half of what this is, so it's going to be 4 plus a little one, isn't it? So it's going to be there, my end marker. Oh, dear me. Why did I go for 4 5s? That's just nutty. I have problems counting above 4. So I've got to fill in 5. So if I do something like that and something like that, what does that sound like? That will do for the moment. Right, what I'm going to need next, I believe what I need next is like a synthy sound, and oh, I just happened to post something to someone on the forum today had one of my old tracks, and in there I had this crazy string sound. Oh damn. You should always be prepared before you make a video, and I'm pretty sure it was from this. Oh no, I'm dragging my my OBS screen around. God, I'm so good at doing that. And I thought it was the default patch, but obviously I've got default patches turned off, so I need to go and find the patch, don't I? Rack extensions, what is this called? RE strings. There we go, RE strings, and I want, here we go, low phase. That's the one I want, I think. It's a real nice sound, this. Oh, I do like that. So I'm just going to drag that down just a wee bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, I'm interested in this bit of data here really, because obviously it's continuous data, and we're going to pump it into our strings. So what I'm going to need is a MIDI CV converter to drag that across. I could do this all in the combinator and put that above a combinator if I wanted to, but because obviously it's going to be a bit easier to demonstrate this as one whole thing. So if we put that on top of there, at the moment it's going to be getting everything, because it's also going to be getting them notes up there. I'm just going to grab, let's see what have we got. Oh yeah, let's grab that for the moment, that'll do, so I can see exactly what we've got coming across. And I'm going to have a note limiter so we can see what we're actually going to limit. So very, very quickly we hit play. You can see, bring my note limit down. That's really nice. A rack wouldn't be a rack without a delta, so I'm going to whack a delta in there, and I'm actually going to transpose that up by one, but I'm going to leave the original notes there, and I'm going to duplicate it. So just by adding that in there and that into there, we should now duplicate our chord. And it's that much brighter. I like that. That's that much brighter. I think the next thing what we need to build up would be, I might shove some drums in and then go for a bass. I think that might make sense. So I'm going to shove this in between, so it doesn't go off the screen. And again, what we're going to need is a compulsion. Right, so let me just, I can say sorry about that, but I could have just left this bit out, so I just had to go and sort one of my dogs out. So we're just about to do some drums, weren't we? The patch I'm using on this drums is called Pet Shopping, obviously Pet Shop Boys from the 80s. It's a kit I've actually been using quite a bit recently. It's just something I like a lot. So we're just about to come up and do ourselves a pattern, and it's all going to be quite weird how we're going to do the pattern. So I'm actually going to half the rate, so I can get rid of doing half the amount of work. We need to obviously pick ourselves a scale. The ideal scale would be something like chromatic, really, because we've obviously got some drums. And can I zoom in? So I can zoom in on this, I think, can't I? Yay, look at that. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is, remember, we've got to move this up. So I'm going to click and drag this up so I can get C1 at the bottom. Yeah, you've got C1 at the bottom. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself a hi-hat in. I'm going to click here at the top so it's really tight. And then I'm going to speed it up. Which would be that one there, I think. So if I click run, we should get a normal hi-hat. Cool. So even though it's running 1/8, I've doubled the time up from here. The next thing I'm going to do, actually I'm going to zoom out again because I've just had a thought. I'm going to grab myself another delta, because one of the things I like to do with my hi-hats is I've got myself a patch I wrote. Here we go, drum hi-hat random. So it's going to take this note basically. We can zoom in again, can't we? God, look at this, how big this is. So it's going to take it in. It's looking for, this if statement is actually looking specifically for that hi-hat. It's going to take the hi-hat. It offsets the velocity. So it's playing around with the velocity, goes into a chart switch to work out again how much we're going to offset the velocity by. It goes into this clock divider, because this chant switch was too randomized for me, so I really weighted it down so it doesn't go to this one that often, and when it does go to this one, it actually has a counter internally, so it doesn't go down to this one straight away. It has to go through this a couple of times, and then eventually it goes down to this delay, which gives like a trill on the hi-hat. So we've now got just like a little bit life in that hi-hat from that simple little note. What we want to go for now is a kick. So we want to do something like, I don't know, a boom, 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 boom. Gordon Bennett. I think that's a Baldry poem, isn't it, from Blackadder? And then I want a snare to fill in, and I'm going to have another snare to fill in, and I need to set my end markers because it's a 4/5. So I'm going to need an end marker there, and I'm going to need to put an end marker on that one, and I need to do something here, I think. So let's hear what we've got. I might speed things up. Let's have a... I'm going to put a bit of probability on this one. And at the end, I might do some repeats. Let's have a play around with some repeats. So let's play with that. And I'm just going to change the velocity of these last two. So what does that sound like overall? Oops, sorry, moving my mouse. My Zoom program goes all over the place. I might actually speed the tempo up. That was just a little bit slow, wasn't it? That's sounding a little bit better. Right, let's get ourselves a quick bass thrown in here, and then we'll kind of be done, I think. I've got another idea. I think I'm a lead. I'll tell you what, let's put in another. In fact, I'll cheat. I'm going to grab, let's grab that, and we're going to pull. Oh, and I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3, move that across here. Hold down my control key. He says make a copy of them 3. So I'm just going to quickly say right click, reset that device, right click, reset that device. Oh, I don't need that device, so let's get rid of that. Pull them all across. And I need to wire my MIDI up. So I'm going to take my MIDI from here as well. And I might need a note range so I can get rid of some of the notes which are coming from the other one. So we can get rid of these notes. But if I'm running this in an ARP mode, let me think about this. If I run this in an ARP mode, no. Yeah, I'm going to run, no, I am. I'm going to run this in an ARP mode. And, right, let's get ourselves a little bit of a, oh, I need a pattern, but I need to, let me put my spread on, so I actually like my spread. So I am going to need, right, sorry, I'm flapping all over the place here, aren't I? This is the problem, I should have pre-planned this. So let's first of all do my 4/5 again. Let's have something, I don't know, so if I'm going to go do, and then I'm going to go up the scale. So I'm thinking about, what am I nicking? I'm nicking this, aren't I? Do. Yeah, sorry, so I'm going to have to go there or something, and something like that to start with. So what does that sound like to start with? I don't think I've got anything wired up. There. Oh, I know what I'm going to quickly do whilst I'm here. I'm going to hold down my Alt key, because Alt key affects every single lane, just in case you didn't know that. Watch my beginner's guide if not. Did I do enough? Let's do a few more. There we go. And I'm going to put a slide on that, I think. So again, I'm going to hold my Alt key down, and I'm going to affect. I'm going to. Okay, we've got something to work with now. Right, sorry, I shouldn't flap too much on this. Yeah, it's not sounding too bad. Not sounding too bad. There's something not quite right. Okay. Let's have a quick. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to. Okay, let's go and find a lead. This seems to have popped up on the forums quite a lot recently. Right. I think it's time to have a bit of fun. So hopefully you've picked something up. What do I need to hit there? F3, get rid of that. Yay, just get rid of that. So what have we ended up with? So we're going to, obviously this is the main driving source. We're splitting that off mainly because we're using this data. I didn't actually have to use a split the data for, yeah, it was that one, isn't it? This is my, so I'm getting confused. Let me put it into gate. Yeah, this is my base because obviously I didn't, if I was to use obviously more stuff up here, then I would have brought that other stuff over. The high notes, that's what I was trying to say. That high notes going, so we don't need that. We've got some drums going, got ourselves a little bit of an overlay. We've got quite a screechy lead. I don't know, might change that. I don't know, it's got something about it I like. I don't know, can I go mad here? Can I rearrange my office? Let me see if I can rearrange my office a little bit. Can my keyboard fit on the screen? I don't know. I don't think I can I? Oh dear. Oh, I know. I'll move my camera up. What about if I move my camera up? Oh, that's a little bit harsh. Anyway, so I'm going to say bye for now, and I'm just going to plow and yay, let's just go and have some fun. This is what it's all meant to be about.